What's going on, y'all? So today we're gonna go ahead and do a video about the story of New Ho King. Now, many of you might know this story already. For those of you who don't, we're gonna talk about it on this channel and just get y'all's opinions on it. Now, let's begin, right? Now, this is the story of New Ho King and the background behind it. Give you the lore. Drake was robbed in 2009 by Socrates Cottrell in Toronto at gunpoint for his chain, watch, and 2K in cash. They claimed Drake snitched, but that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is that this is the paperwork stating that Aubrey Graham, says right here, without lawful excuse, was held at gunpoint with a firearm or a handgun. Okay? Now, this is just to prove that this incident happened and an incident report was made by the police. Now, when they were making this police report, there's not a lot of detail in the police report stating where this took place. But there is an article that describes this incident that took place. You see, this article came out in 2010. Now it says here, on May 31st, 2009, Toronto's world-beating hip-hop star Drake was enjoying an evening at a restaurant in Little Italy at the corner of College and Beatrice Street. Now, it was really hard looking for this article, but apparently Ack was able to find this article when he talked about this at the Hyper Euphoria. But let's pay attention to this right here. Drake left the restaurant that night with a woman named Chantel Brown. According to the synopsis drawn up by police, and they walked down Beatrice Street to his parked SUV. Drake was either sitting in his seat or about to slide in when two women walked up. Now, let's pay attention to the address. It says Little Italy at the corner of College and Beatrice Street, right? This is where he got pulled up on by the two men that robbed him. Okay? Now, this isn't where New Ho King is at. New Ho King is in the area. It's in the vicinity. As you can see, this is New Ho King right here, right? Now, where is Little Italy? And how far is it from New Ho King? So it appears to be not that far. If anything, it's 5 minutes away, 6 minutes away by car. Walking distance, give or take, is probably like a 10-minute walk. So this right here is New Ho King. And down the block right here is College and Beatrice Street, where Drake was robbed. Now, why doesn't Kendrick just say that he was chilling at Beatrice Street? How come he has to say New Ho King? Well, this story gets deeper than anybody will understand, but I'm going to try to explain it because it's a little tricky. Now, this is a post on Twitter that people were explaining the concept of it with the rapper Sizzlac, a Canadian rapper. I don't think many people caught this bar on Kendrick's diss. Drake was allegedly robbed by rapper Sizzlac in 2010. Now, this is allegedly. It has not been proven that Sizzlac was a man who robbed Drake. It's not been proven that that was him. But this was a rumor. Now, Kendrick says dip sauce and blammy, Crody. Sizzlac escaped, which equals dipped, with the gun, the blammy, he used to rob Drake. Now that, I'm not too sure, but this is Sizzlac's music video. And what do you see in the music video? You see New Ho King. I be a New Ho King eating fried rice with the dip sauce and the blammy, Crody, right? This music video is from The Realest and the Six. Okay. This is the music video. This is him inside New Ho King. This is him inside New Ho King. He's at the Six. And this is him in the restaurant. He even takes a shot. This is where Drake is chilling at in the Family Matters video. This is things that some people might know, but this is a good little part of the story that people are unaware of. So the reason why this matters is because Sizzlac apparently had beef with the people that are tied to Drake. Okay? So stay with me now. If the people had issues with Drake, then who are those people? Well, there's another person from Canada that Drake is really cool with, and his name is Pressa. Pressa has a song called Attachments. And Pressa even mentions Sizzlac in the chorus of the song. It says, Slugger got hit up in the party, he did a dance. Sizzlac dead, and they don't post him on the gram. So this is Pressa dissing Sizzlac in a song after his death. And this is Sizzlac, the same gentleman that's right here. Going back to the lyrics, however, it says here, and let's go back to that where we had it. It says here, Sizzlac dead and they don't post him on the gram. And the definition for it was Sizzlac was yet another gang member, also rapper, coming from Rexdale, who was shot and killed in 2016. Sizzlac's gang, IDS, have a heavy rivalry with Driftwood Crips, where Pressa comes from. And who does Pressa chill with? Drake. Now, Sizzlac isn't publicly honored on social media by people from his neighborhood because he was known for bullying his own people and was also an alleged informant. So you could tell that Sizzlac probably didn't have a lot of friends, but did have a lot of enemies. Now, this is just one of the reasons why Kendrick references New Ho King without bringing up Sizzlac, without bringing up Pressa, without bringing up Driftwood Crips, without bringing up any of that shit, without IDS, any of that. All he says is, I'm at New Ho King. So when Drake hears that, he might hear something different than the average listener listens to the song, right? Now, breaking it down even further, later on, Toronto rapper Sizzlac killed days after dropping a diss record. So after he makes that song at New Ho King, he's killed. So what does that tell us right now? Is that when Kendrick says that he be at New Ho King eating fried rice with the dip sauce and the blammy, Crody, what does that mean? He's basically telling Drake, I know what you know that goes on in your city. I know what happened to the last rapper that your crew had a problem with. And I also know what happened to him when he stepped into y'all's turf. New Ho King belongs to their turf. And Sizzlac pulled up on it, pulled up at New Ho King, which is a sign of disrespect. Pulling up to your section, pulling up to your spot. I'm on your block. I'm being disrespectful. I'm eating shrimp fried rice with the blammy crody. But what Kendrick's implying is that I could go to New Ho King, and the incident that happened with Sizzlac, I could guarantee you that's not going to happen to me. This is only a reference that Drake will understand, if that makes sense. And Drake actually had the balls to reference this in the beginning of the song of Family Matters. It's funny because when this was broken down, when Euphoria had came out, nobody knew how Drake would respond to him getting robbed. First, there's the snitch allegations, and then there's the that you got robbed part, which is super hard to for anybody to just first you snitch, first you get robbed, and then you snitch, right? So it's like those two already. So how are you going to respond but to go head on with it, right? So this is what Drake says in Family Matters. He says right here, he said, can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read, which is a contradiction within itself, because obviously I could read this. I could read this ish, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I could read it. I could read it, Drake. We're not slow. Hold on. So you better have some paperwork or that shit fake tea. All right. Say less, Drake. We got the paperwork right here, buddy. We got it right here. Like, what the fuck, bro? There's so many contradictions in Family Matters, and it's such a good song, bro. Family Matters was a good diss track. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It was a good diss. It had a song. It had 3 beat switch ups. But when you read the lyrics and it says some shit like this, that's when you had to really think about it and be like, damn, bro, he really be capping in his rap, bro. There's cap in his rap, bro. You better have some paperwork or that shit fake tea. Look at that. Look at that. What is this? What is it? Am I the only one looking at it? Hold on. But anyways, can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read. I could read it, bro. I mean, it's true. Somebody slimed me for my AP. See that, bro? You see that? I mean, it's true that somebody slimed me for my AP, bro. So when Kendrick mentioned New Ho King, Drake had no choice but to reply, bro. It was like somebody calling you out on something that you know is true and you know is documented. So the one thing that you say is, there's no paperwork of me ratting. There's no truth to that. There's no story of that. You can't find it. And then goes on to say, but yes, it's true. Someone did rob me. So now him facing this story head on, he probably thought that he was up one. But realistically, the point is not that you got robbed. Yes, you did get robbed by New Ho King in college on Beatrice Street. But the real reason why Kendrick mentioned that was because of this. To let you know that I could pull up in your spot, bro, and I could still remain untouchable. I'm not like this rapper. I'm the next rapper. I'm the rapper. There's no way. And all respects to anybody who's lost their life to gang violence, bro. I don't condone that ish at all, bro. I don't. But if Kendrick is saying you got robbed at the place that you rep. You got robbed in Toronto. That's your city, right? But not only that, not only am I going to expose that, I'm also going to impose that I could chill at New Ho King, at your spot, where you got your peoples at, where you got your peoples at. And I'm going to be cooling. That's right. I'm going to be cooling. Because I'm going to be at New Ho King eating fried rice with the dip sauce. As you said, bro, man, that lyric's so cold, bro. That lyric is so cold, bro. I love that shit, bro. I love that shit. And I say, I be a New Ho King eating fried rice with the dip sauce and the blammy, Crody. Oh man. Man, that's crazy, bro. But don't be a waste you, bro. Don't be a waste you. How do they say it? How's that slang go in Toronto? But nah. Let me get back to the topic though. So Kendrick basically brought up New Ho King to just mention in a subliminal way, allegedly. So I'll keep this all alleged, by the way. But he brings up New Ho King not to make their business thrive, even though he did, but to also reference that there may have been rappers that died going to that section in Toronto, but I'm gonna be good when I pull up there. That's for damn sure. And you gotta respect them for it, bro. You gotta respect them, you know. And that's probably why he don't let anybody in Canada, bro. Because what are the odds, man? Like, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Do you feel like the internet will go crazy if they saw Kendrick take a picture at New Ho King eating fried rice, bro? Eating that place has a dish named after him, bro. In Canada, bro. He ain't even from there. That's the crazy part. So imagine if he did pull up, show up the place love, man. That'd be crazy. What would you do if you saw? What would you think if you saw Kendrick at New Ho King, like in later 2024, or probably next year? What do you think? Tell me. But how do you feel about this, man? Is this a reach? Because there's only been one person to talk about this, and that's academics, bro. And there's another gentleman who talked about Sizzlac, which is another Toronto or Canada-based vlogger that talked about the story of Sizzlac, which is really good. You should probably check it out. But the first time I heard about this was when all of Euphoria was going down. But this didn't really garner as much attention as everything else that had passed, especially with all the other allegations that have been coming out. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about this. What do you think about this message that Kendrick had sent to Drake at the time during Euphoria, before all the other diss tracks started coming out? Y'all tell me. Just like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.